Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone in today's class from the second to the fifth elementary grade. Our textbook is Week 2, and today, inshallah, we will cover the second enrichment of the semester. And it will be presented by me, teacher Mazen Harbi, and the sign language by Mr. Salih Al-Ajan. So let's begin. The first lesson we had in this unit, which is the third unit, the wild animals. And the first lesson we had is that we listened to Ali and his sister when they went to the zoo. And also we listened to how they describe different animals and also whether they like or don't like these animals. So, for example, the first conversation we had listened to is, monkeys are cute. Monkeys are cute. When his sister pointed, look, it's a baby monkey. And her brother described these monkeys as, they are cute. They are cute. So this is the first thing. So cute is usually an adjective that we say when we point at something that we like or something that we love. And after this, when he pointed at an animal, which is an elephant, he says, look, it's an elephant. And she describes those elephants as, elephants are big. Elephants are big. So this is the second word we use for description, which is big. And also the third adjectives we listen when her sister says, where is the lion? And he says, it's here. And we learn when we pointed at something that is close, we said it's here. But when we pointed at something that is not close, that is very far away, we would say, it's over there. It's over there. So from this conversation, we learned two things. First, that when we describe an animal that we like it, we would say it's cute, like the baby monkey. And if we want to point at something that is close to us, we would say it's here. And if it's very far from us, we would say it's over there. It's over there. So here, as when he asked about the snake, where is the snake? She said, it's over there. And this is why, because the snake was very far away. So I encourage you also to practice these talks in pairs. If you get a chance to visit a zoo, or if you watch a clip about a zoo, then you can point at different animals and you can describe these animals by the adjectives that we use or the words that we use here. Also, the third exercise we had is to act out the talks in pairs. So, for example, when you are in a real zoo and when you're pointing and talking about different animals, don't forget the big fours. The first one is to smile, always to smile when you talk, and also to use appropriate gestures when you're pointing, and even to speak in a loud voice so each one or everyone can hear you. And after this, to maintain a good eye contact, to have a good eye contact to the person in front of you. So we said that it is important that we keep these big four when you visit a real zoo. So at the end, we had of this lesson to find the animal game, where in this exercise, we had this question. Listen to the teacher and look for the animal and say the letter. So on your books, you will see a different or a full list of different animals. And all you have to do, and each of these animals has a letter in front of the pictures. And all you have to do when you listen is to say what the letter of this animal. For example, when the teacher says, where is the lion? And if you have a look here at this picture, you can see that lion is picture number A. And next, where is the zebra? So when you have a look, you can see that zebra is in picture number F. And after this, with rhythms and sound, we had an interesting chant about animals and their body parts. Let's listen one more time to this chant and try to remind ourselves with the body parts that we have mentioned. So the first part of this chant, and number one, chant and mime. I will catch a monkey by the toes, by the toes. I will catch a monkey by the toes. A monkey by the toes. So here we learned that about the toes of a monkey, the first body part. Let's listen to the second part of this chant so we can know the body part of this animal. I will catch a tiger by the tail, by the tail. I will catch a tiger by the tail. A tiger by the tail. I will catch a bear by the nose, by the nose. I will catch a bear by the nose. A bear by the nose. So here, after listening to this chant, we had come up with 5 different body parts of these animals. The first one is the elephant trunk. The elephant trunk that the elephant use for smelling. And also the second one, which is the bear nose. The second body part we learned in this chant was the bear nose. And also the third one is the monkey toes. As we see here, it is the monkey toes. And next we have the tiger tail. And finally we have the snake head. So here we have different body parts of different animals. The first one is the elephant trunk, the bear nose, and monkey toes, and the tiger tail, and finally the snake head. And after this, with sounds and letters, we learn how to listen and say and match words. We said that usually words that has O, only one O, usually it is longer than words that has O and E at the end. So let's listen one more time to these words and try to match them, each word with its picture. So starting from the first word, octopus. Octopus, say with me, octopus. Fox. 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 Rose. 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 Robe. 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 Very well. So these 4 different words, we learned that O, sometimes it is longer when it used alone, and sometimes it is shorter when we have letter E at the end. So let's try to match now each of these words with its picture. So starting from the first one, octopus. Which of these picture is an octopus? It is, of course, this one. This is an octopus. What about the second one, fox? Which one of these pictures is a fox? It is this one, fox. And next we have rose. What is rose? Rose is a flower. This is a rose. And we have robe. Robe, which is this picture. So here we learned 4 different words. We learned how to pronounce each of these words, and also we did match them with the picture. And after this, we listened or we played a game that is called What Animal Is This Game? Where in this game we have played different animal sounds and we asked one question. What animal is this? And all you had to do is to decide the name of this animal. So when you know something, you would start with, I know it's a lion, or I know it's a tiger. This is how you start your answer. So we listen to different sounds, like, for example, the sound of a lion, And also the second one was the sound of a horse. And also the third one, it was the sound of a monkey. And also the fourth one was the sound of an elephant. An elephant. So we had listened to a voice of a lion and also a horse and a monkey and an elephant. So we listened to three different sounds. And after this, we went to the word in action lesson, where in this lesson, we learned about animals and how we describe animals. So for example, elephants, we describe elephants as they are big and they have trunks. They are big and they have trunks. The second animal we describe is the zebra. We said that zebras are black and white and they have stripes. Zebras are black and white and they have stripes, as we can see here. Also, we describe the crocodiles. They are scary and they have big teeth. They are scary and they have big teeth. Also, we describe chimpanzees as they are smart and they have long arms. They are smart and they have long arms. And number 5, the snakes, they are long and they have no arms or legs. They are long and they have no arms or legs. And finally, number 6, we talk about the hippos, which they are fat and they have big mouths. Hippos, they are fat and they have big mouths. So after we described this animal, we gathered this description in one sentence about each animal. So, and we said that let's try to do this in pairs, where one person would say the name of the animal and the other person would say the description of these animals. So let's try now to listen one more time to animal and their descriptions, so we can be sure that we are aware of each animal and its description. So number 1, elephants. Elephants are big and have trunks. Number 2, zebras. They are black and white and have stripes. Number 3, crocodiles. They are scary and have big teeth. Number 4, chimpanzees. They are smart and have long arms. Number 5, snakes. They are long and have no arms or legs. Number 6, hippos. They are fat and have big mouths. So after this, we did play the 2-hint game, where one partner would say a description or hints about an animal, and the other person would decide and say what this animal is. For example, this one. They are big and they have trunks. What are the animals that are big and have trunks? They are, of course, the elephants. Also, what are the animal that they are scary and have big teeth? They are the crocodiles. And also, they are fat and they have big mouths. What are this animal? They are, of course, the hippos. So you can do this with the rest of any animal you can think of, just to give 2 hints and then let the other person to decide and to think of the animal. And after this, we had listening about different sounds, where we said that sometimes we have U in the word top, pronounced as A, like the word top, and sometimes we use U letter as in tube. So here we have A in top and U in tube. Also, we listened to different words and we match them with these sounds, either the sounds of A or the sounds of U. For example, cup matches the first sound, and cube matches the second one. Uniform matches the first one, bus also, duck also, and finally huge. We said that usually when we have E at the end of a word, usually we'll make the U, how we pronounce U, longer. And also we talk about words that has double O's. Sometimes we pronounce double O's shortly, and sometimes we pronounce them in longer version. For example, when we said food, say with me, food. Food is longer. But when we say book, book, book is shorter. And we have different words that has a long O's, like for example, food. So here we have food, boot, moon. These words that has longer O's. And we have words with shorter O's like book, foot, cook. These words that has the shorter one. And after this, we did match them, each of these words with its right picture. After this, we did listen to 3 different words and we match each of them to the appropriate sound. So word like arms that ends with Z letter, and trunks with sa sound, and also noses with S sound. And we listen to 6 different words and we match each of these words, as we can see here, to the appropriate sound. And the last thing we did in the phonics race, where we have different words that with this collection of words like O, OU, EA, U, UE, and double O. We said that ask someone and pronounce these letters to him and he will come up with words. Like for example, OE says rose, and O says hot, and EA says meat, and U says bus, and UE says tube, and OO says boot. So we said that you can ask someone in this phonics race and to give him or her these letters, and he or she will come up with these words. So here, my dear student, we have reached the end of our second enrichment. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.